Be me, 25 corporate drone working in supply chain logistics, average height, average build. Face is a solid 6/10 on a good day. Personality is basically people pleaser with a side of anxiety. Never been the loud guy, never been the life of the party, just the guy who holds the hair back when someone pukes. Or drives everyone home, the reliable one. Enter Maya, 23. Works in the graphic design department of my building, absolute smoke show, but in that I shop at thrift stores and drink oat milk lattes, way messy bun. Oversized sweaters, smells like vanilla and old books. We meet in the break room over a broken coffee machine. I fix it, because I'm a tinkerer. She looks at me like I just split the atoms. Start talking. Exchange numbers. Fast forward 6 months. We are inseparable. Lunch every day. Texting until 2 a.m. Movie nights on weekends. I am hopelessly, painfully in love with her, but I play the long game, don't want to ruin the friendship. Right. Classic beta move. I know. Roast me later. One rainy Tuesday night, we're at her apartment watching some pretentiously bad indie movie, sitting on her couch. Thigh touching thigh. Heart rate is roughly 180 BPM. She sighs, leans her head on my shoulder. This is it. Lad's the signal. I'm about to make my move. She looks up at me with those big doe eyes and says, "You know why I love hanging out with you, Anon?" I swallow the lump in my throat. Why, Maya? Because you're so safe. Record scratch MP3 Windows shut down noise wav. Safe? I ask, voice cracking slightly. Yeah. Like with other guys, there's always this pressure. The games, the danger, the uncertainty. But with you, it's just cozy. I never have to worry. You're like a warm blanket. I am not a man. I am home furnishings. I force a smile. Glad I can be your blanket. Maya, die inside instantly. 2 weeks later, company mixer at a downtown bar. I'm wearing my best button-down from J. Crew. Safe choice. Maya walks in, but she's not looking for me. She's looking at the bartender. Enter Jax, 6'2". Neck tattoos, arms the size of my thighs, wearing a black tank top in November, because thermodynamics don't apply to alphas, has a scar through his eyebrow that probably has a cool story. It was a cat scratch, probably. But he sells it as a knife fight. He's mixing drinks like he's conducting an orchestra of bad decisions. Maya is practically vibrating. I walk up to her, hand her a drink. Hey, who's the guy? She doesn't even look at me. That's Jax. Isn't he intense? He looks like he stole a catalytic converter on his way to work. I joke. She frowns. Don't be mean. He's got an energy, yeah. Criminal energy. I watch the train wreck in slow motion. She goes to the bar. Jax ignores her for 5 minutes. While chatting up a blonde, Maya waits patiently. Eventually, he acknowledges her existence with a nod. She lights up like Times Square. I sip my light beer and feel the bitterness of the hops in my life choices. Fast forward a month. Maya and Jax are seeing each other, which means she goes to his place at 3 a.m. and he ignores her texts until Friday night. I am now the emotional support animal. We're at a diner. She's crying into a milkshake. He just doesn't get me. Anon. He disappeared for 3 days, said he was handling business. What does that even mean? Probably selling oregano to high schoolers. Maybe you should dump him, I suggest, the voice of reason. I can't. When we're together, it's electric. It's like fire. You wouldn't understand. You're so stable. There it is again. Stable, safe, boring. I listen for 2 hours. I pay for the milkshakes. I drive her home. She hugs me at the door. You're the best friend a girl could have. Friendzone level 99.jpg. Things escalate. Jax loses his job for fighting a customer. Maya thinks it's passionate, that he defended his honor. He moves into her place, temporarily. I go over to help her fix her Wi-Fi because Jax doesn't do tech. Nerd SHT. Apartment smells like weed and stale Axe body spray. Jax is on the couch playing COD. Feet on the coffee table. I helped her pick out. He looks at me. Sup, buddy, thanks for fixing the net. Lag was killing my case/D. Doesn't offer a hand. Doesn't stand up. Maya is in the kitchen making him a sandwich. Literal 1950s housewife LARPing with a guy who looks like a felon. I fix the router. Jax grunts. You're a good little helper, ain't ya? I tighten my grip on the screwdriver. Intrusion thoughts. Stab the router, stab the couch, stab the air. Reality. Just happy to help Maya. Maya walks in with the sandwich. Thanks, Anon. You're a lifesaver. Jax slaps her ass. She giggles. I leave before I vomit. The breaking point. Saturday night, 11 p.m. I'm at home, reading a book, drinking herbal tea, living the safe life. Phone buzzes. Maya text reads. PLZ come get me, scared. Adrenaline spike. I call her, no answer. She drops a location pin. It's a dive bar on the bad side of town. Place is called the Rust Bucket or something equally tetanus-inducing. I grab my keys, hop in my Honda Civic, the safest car, drive like I'm in Fast and Furious, which for Civic means going 5 over the limit. Get to the bar. Sketchy bikers outside. I walk in, scanning the room. See Maya in the corner booth. She's shaking, mascara running down her face. Jax is standing over her, yelling. People are watching, but nobody is intervening. I walk up. My knees are knocking together, but the adrenaline is masking it. Hey, I shout, voice cracks only a little bit. Jax turns around, eyes glazed, drunk and aggressive. Look who it is, Jax sneers. Captain Safety to the rescue. Maya, let's go, I say, ignoring him. I reach for her hand. Jax shoves me hard. I stumble back into a table. Glasses crash. She ain't going nowhere until she gives me the cash, Jax growls. Maya is sobbing. I told you I don't have it. He raises a hand. Something inside me snaps, not the hero snap where I know kung fu, just the I am done with this timeline. Snap. I grab a heavy glass pitcher of beer from the table next to me. Jax steps forward. I swing the pitcher with zero form but 100% desperation smash. Glass shatters against his shoulder/collarbone. I aimed for the head. Missed because I'm uncoordinated. Jax stumbles back. More shocked than hurt, whole bar goes silent. Bouncer grabs Jax before he can kill me. Bouncer looks at me. Get her out now. I grab Maya. We run. In the car she is hyperventilating. I am shaking so bad I can barely hold the steering wheel. Drive 4 blocks, pull into a well-lit gas station. Are you okay? I ask. She looks at me like she's seeing a ghost. You hit him. He was going to hit you. I know, but you never do things like that. You're safe. I spit the word out like poison. She flinches. Yeah, safe. And look where that got you, Maya. He was going to beat you up for money. Is that the fire you wanted? I've never spoken to her like this. She starts crying harder. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I was so stupid. I drive her to my place because she's terrified Jax will be at hers. She showers, wears one of my t-shirts, sits on my couch, wrapped in a blanket. I make tea, because that's what I do. She takes the mug, hands trembling. Thank you, she whispers. Silence for 10 minutes, then she looks at me. Anon, can I sleep in your room tonight? I don't want to be alone. My heart does the flip thing. This is it, the moment. The white knight victory. She scoots closer. I realize tonight I don't want fire, I want safe, I want you. She leans in to kiss me, smells like vanilla and fear. And in that moment I feel nothing. Well, not nothing, I feel pity. And I feel a sudden, sharp realization. She doesn't want me, she wants a bunker. She wants a fallout shelter because the nuclear bomb she fell in love with just detonated. I am not a person to her. I am insurance. I pull back. She looks confused. Anon, no, I say. What? No, you don't get to do that. But I love you, I see it now. You don't love me, Maya. You love that I'm not him. You love that I won't hurt you. That's not love. That's damage control. Tears well up in her eyes again. But you've always been there. You waited. Yeah, I did, and that was my mistake. I made myself a doormat and expected you to wipe your feet and fall in love with the fabric. That's on me. I stand up. You can sleep in the bed. I'll take the couch. Tomorrow, we figure out your living situation. But we aren't doing this. Next morning, awkwardness level. Catastrophic. I drive her to her parents' house 2 towns over. Jax is blowing up her phone. I tell her to block him. She actually does. We say goodbye in the driveway. Are we still friends? She asks, looking small. I don't think so, I say. Not for a while at least. I need to stop being safe and start being a person. Drove home in silence, felt like my chest was hollowed out with a spoon, but also felt strangely light. The transformation arc blocked Maya on socials. Not out of malice, but necessity. Looked in the mirror, saw the safe guy, decided to kill him, joined a boxing gym not to beat up Jax, but to learn how to take a punch without flinching, started dressing for myself, not for HR approval, got a new job. Sales, commission-based, high risk, high reward, forced myself to talk to strangers, forced myself to be disagreeable, stopped apologizing for existing. 6 months later, I'm at a coffee shop reading a book, but now I'm wearing a leather jacket, ironic, but it fits. Girl walks up, short hair, piercings, reading a book on astrophysics. Is that seat taken? She asks. Depends, are you going to steal my kidney? I ask. She laughs, sharp, genuine laugh, only if it's a match. We start talking. Her name is Chloe. Chloe is intense. She challenges me. She disagrees with my take on the book. We argue. It's fun. I ask her out. She says yes. First date, axe throwing. Second date, spicy food challenge. No safe nonsense, just raw, genuine connection. She likes me because I'm funny and driven, not because I'm a backup plan. 1 year later, walking down the street with Chloe, we're laughing about something stupid, run into Maya. Haven't seen her since the driveway. She looks okay, back to the oversized sweaters. She freezes when she sees me, scans me up and down. Sees the better posture, the confidence, the girl on my arm who looks at me with hungry eyes, not safety eyes. Anon, she says. Hey Maya, good to see you. Polite, distant. You look different, she says. I am different. Chloe squeezes my hand. Who's this? Old friend from work, I say. Maya flinches at old friend. We should catch up sometime, Maya says, a hint of desperation in her voice. Grab coffee. I look at Chloe. I look at Maya. I remember the 3 a.m. texts, the crying about Jax, the feeling of being a utility rather than a human. I don't think I can fit that in, I say. Schedule is pretty crazy these days. Take care, Maya. We walk away. I don't look back. Epilogue. Later that night, Chloe asks me about her. She seemed nice. Did you date? Nah, I say, opening a bottle of wine. I was just her safety net. Chloe looks at me, smirks, and pushes me onto the sofa. Well, too bad for her. I like living dangerously. Realized that being safe was never a virtue, it was a cage I built for myself, and breaking out was the only way to actually live. Maya wanted a seatbelt. I became the whole damn car. Feelsgoodman.jpg bottom text. Don't be the safe guy, Anons, be the guy who respects himself enough to walk away. Safety is for construction sites, not relationships.